Today, I'm sitting down with the living legend. She is the best-selling female artist of all time, 5 Grammys, over 200 million albums sold, 10 American Music Awards, and 3 Guinness World Records. Oof. Plus, she was Billboard's Artist of the Decade and an inductee into the Songwriters Hall of Fame. She is the Elusive Chanteuse, the Queen of Christmas, and the moment, Mariah Carey. She's out with her first full-length studio album in 7 years called Here For It All. And let me tell you, it was worth the wait. We have lots to get into with Mariah, so let's not waste another minute. Because, baby, this is Keke Palmer. This episode is presented in partnership with Airbnb, where the best end-of-summer memories are made with your closest friends. Now, let's get on with the show. Mariah, the icon, the forever moment. I don't even really know what to say. I'm so happy and I'm so thankful that you came on Baby, This is Keke Palmer. This was like a moment to remember.
And I'm going to be remembering a moment with This is Keke Palmer forever.
Oh my gosh. Well, I'm so excited because you did the pre-show pull-up questionnaire.
Yes.
I'm excited to see what you're coming with. So it says...
I was a little with that, but...
Okay, let's see why I was a little Okay, today I'm giving it girl with a side of pow. I mean, that's period. That's what we accept and expect at every moment with you. It girl with a side of pow. That's that Aries fire energy.
That's that side of pow that brings it.
Today's mood, in one word, sleepy. I mean, divas get tired.
Sleepy.
Working,
I'm a night person. Like, I'm not.
Wow. What time would you say you get up when you don't have anything to do?
Like 5 p.m.
Woo! That's why you're so beautiful, because you're getting all that rest.
Oh, well, I love you for saying that.
I need to get more rest. Thank you.
You're doing great.
OMG. Okay, what did you listen to on the ride here? This is like, an amazing answer. Rest in peace, Prince.
Rest in peace, Prince.
Oh my gosh, we love Prince. What's your favorite Prince record? If you have one.
Album or song?
Album.
Purple Rain.
So good. And we got the purple curtains.
Yes, that's why I'm loving.
Okay, one thing that instantly makes you laugh. This made me laugh because this makes everybody laugh. The video of Justin Bieber talking about it's not clocking to you that I'm standing on business.
Oh my gosh.
Is that video?
It's not that video because I was talking about James Brown and the Donkashun video.
Girl, I'm on the floor. I literally saw JB and thought Justin Bieber not clocking
I
to you.
figured I'd be handing it to you and reading it to you, so that's a good
now,
one, though. It's a classic.
Now, what is this video of James Brown? What does he do?
He's talking on, was it CNN? Was it? One of a news situation, and he's talking about he's going on tour, but he was having problems with his wife. So, yeah, it was a whole thing.
He was giving all the tea on the morning show.
Well, I don't know. He was being hilarious. You just got to watch it.
Okay. And then the last screenshot of your phone, no deleting. My kids.
My kids.
Twins. I told you I have twin siblings.
Yes.
They're crazy. My mom's a twin, my dad's a twin, and they had twins. So
and you lucky you're not a twin.
Girl, because if you had 2 Kekes, it would be too much.
There's not enough room on this planet for the personality that'd be coming out.
Are they a lot alike, your twins?
They have their own personalities.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Close or go through phases?
They go through phases.
Yeah, isn't that funny?
Yeah.
When my twins are in a good place, they're bullying everybody.
Oh.
Yeah, it's crazy. They gang up on everybody, including me. It's a terrible time. I'm so happy that you're here. Thank you for answering these questions. What's been going on in your life lately? What would you describe this era of your life?
How long are we thinking an era is? Because I don't acknowledge time, so I don't know.
By the way, was that your whole life, or did you one day decide time didn't need to be a focal point?
I think that was when I was like 18. I decided that. Because I cried on my 18th birthday.
Why? What happened?
And I didn't want to have birthdays anymore because nothing happened, but I was waiting to get my record deal, and that was it.
Wow. And so you were like, time is no longer meaningful, and now we just have vibes.
We just have moods. We just have vibes.
Okay, so without the thought of time, how would you express this new project, your new project, Here For It All? What is that era?
It's in the moment.
It's in the moment.
The moments that we're having.
It's in the moments.
Yeah. It really is, if you think about it.
Yeah, it is. It is in the moments, but then it's like, where's time left us? Like there's some, like how do I know when I'm showing up, when I'm showing up? What if I have a deadline?
You'll be late.
I'm howling. Okay, so one word to define your vibe, would you say right now? Different than any of your other vibes or eras or moments in time.
I think it's like a mixture of all of those moments in time, putting them together and kind of just emanating what that feels like.
So you grew up in Long Island. Now, what do that mean?
I had a tough time growing up.
What would you say was the toughest thing about growing up there?
Just maybe some of the kids and the people that were around.
Being biracial? I know you've spoken about that before.
Yeah, and I wrote about it in my book.
Yes, which I have.
Did you actually read it?
I did.
Really?
Yes.
Hey.
What was the hardest part about writing that book and kind of going back to those earlier times in your life? Things that people may not really know about you.
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't like, oh, I'm scared for people to know. I wanted people to know because then people would stop asking me like, stuff that to me is just like obvious. But that's obvious because that's the way I grew up. I grew up around people that didn't accept me because of being biracial and things that happened that were upsetting, to say the least.
You say in Close My Eyes, I was a wayward child with the weight of the world that I held deep inside. Life was a winding road, and I learned many things that little ones shouldn't know. And I really relate to that. I'm curious for you, because I definitely think it's this way for me. Like, how was music or your artistry a way to either explore or transmute some of those difficult things?
Well, I always knew, this sounds, very arrogant, but I'm just telling the truth. Yeah. I always knew from the time I was a little girl that I was going to make it. I just believed it. And my mother actually told me, don't say if I make it, say when I make it. And so I took that advice. And I just always believed, strongly believed.
Yeah. How did you find writing? Because I think that's one of not only do you have an incredible voice, but you've always been an incredibly gifted writer. Was that something that you did before you started doing music, poetry, journaling, or how did writing find you?
I started with poetry when I was 6 years old. It's on the back cover of... Where is it? It's on the cover of either one of my albums or it's not the back cover of the book, but it's a picture that I drew, and I was I think 6 years old, and it's just me with little, what are those called, pigtails, and just in the flowers, and at the top of it says me, period, I am Mariah, and that's my first bit of poetry and art.
Do you have a favorite song that you've written?
Well, you mentioned Close My Eyes before, and not everybody knows that song, so thank you. Okay. I love that song because it's really telling a story sequentially. I'm explaining what has happened. At that point in my life, that was the Butterfly album. So so that became my way of releasing.
Yeah. One of my favorites from you is Breakdown.
I love Breakdown.
I love that song so much because there's something about it when I'm listening to it that makes me feel empowered in the breakdown. Does that make sense? We're talking, yes. It feels heavy and there's something heavy that's happening and going on, but something about it feels like I feel empowered to release.
Yes, yes.
What was happening in your life when you wrote that song, and how did you decide to put Bone Thugs on it?
I was releasing. I was.
I want to know I can only imagine what the vibe is for you in the studio. Is it different every time when you're releasing?
Yes. But that moment with Bone Thugs was incredible. So good. There's a lot of moments happening here and there. Greenery was coming out.
Okay. Well, we had to set the vibe.
They definitely set the vibe. And it was so great being with them.
Oh, my gosh. I can only imagine what it would have been like being in that room. in
Yeah.
that era.
Yeah.
Very special time.
It
And you
really
you are a
was.
big part of what made it so special for all of us. At 18, this is crazy to me because we always hear these stories about as artists, not knowing the value of your work. But at 18, for you, you were offered $5,000 for all the songs you had written.
Yes.
And you said no. How did you know to do that then? Because obviously after that point, you still had to deal with crazy industry stuff. But that was a pretty big thing for you to know even then.
Yeah. Well, I just had seen like some documentaries and a couple of things and saw that it was like, don't sell your publishing. Like that,
Yeah.
They made a very big point of that. Like it happened to even the Beatles. So I was like, wow, I don't want that to happen to me because I believe in my songs and that's what I'm, that's gonna be what I have to offer to the world.
Yeah.
So I just kept going.
So when you did finally obviously get, your big deal and pretty much took over the 90s, there was still things you were up against in terms of having to make your image palatable. One of my favorite clips of you is when I wish I could remember the exact year, but you were winning an award, and this is obviously later after a lot of transitions for you, and you were saying, it feels so good to finally be able to be myself. So I want to know that journey leading up to that, like what it was that wasn't being yourself, and how was that even presented to you at that age where, how did they tell you, hey, tamper this down, or don't be this, or don't do that?
Yeah, well, they definitely did that. But
Really?
yeah, they did. But I'm trying to think of the exact moment that you're talking about. And did I have like straight
Hair was
hair?
straight. 1999 Billboard Awards. You were winning an award, and the speech was so remarkable. You were so gracious to your fans. It was so honest, and you seemed so happy, and you seemed so free. And what it was interesting to me was like, damn, I wonder what she felt like before, because you had already been a star for many years by that point.
Yeah, what I felt like before was I was in a very, what's the word for the type of relationship, controlling.
Yeah.
And so I dealt with that and, wished I could fly away. I couldn't, it was really difficult to live in that world.
How did you get the courage, and how did you get the business savvy to get out of all that stuff with Tommy Mottola and what was that label at that time?
CBS,
Sony. With Sony, yeah. How did you? That was tough, and that was everything. Your success was tied to that. So, what were those steps? How did you do that?
It was not easy. I was scared a lot of the time. I didn't know what was going to happen. You never know who to trust. And the thing is, if he would have just let me be me and every now and then go to a friend's house or go, to a spa, I would have stayed. But that wasn't the plan.
And do you think it was all about money?
I never thought that, but it probably was.
Just the ability to control somebody. You can control the money. You can control
they're bringing in the money, Not that he didn't have his own stuff before that, but when someone's a new, a young artist and everything, and they're writing their songs and making these albums for a huge company, the control levels are pretty difficult.
How did you change? Meaning, what changed in you from that girl in the beginning that felt, okay, this is this, I'm going with the flow and I trust this person and I'm having this success, even though so much of it feels away from me, to I've got to make a change. What was that switch internally? Or was it a moment?
It was a moment, and it was a lot of moments that came together.
Yeah.
And, I did the best I could with the whole thing. It's not an easy road.
Yeah.
So.
When did you start to feel like success wasn't something that was just happening to you or for you, but something that you felt like you had an active role in, that you felt like, okay, I can enjoy this in full?
Yeah. Well, that's probably around the album Butterfly, which was 98.
Yes, 98, yes.
Yeah. So that was, that was like a big lift, up to the sky, just being able to write my own songs the way I wanted to write them. That's the era that I wrote Breakdown and all those songs. I finally felt like, okay, I'm me.
I was so surprised when I was also going through things. Like, I know that you did We Belong Together with Jermaine Dupri, but I didn't know he also did Always Be My Baby.
Yes, that was the first song we wrote together.
Girl.
Yes.
That is just too much. What is it about you guys? Like, y'all make the most incredible, like, Always Be My Baby. Like, girl, what?
And we did a lot of others, too, as well.
What was it like? What do you think the vibe or the reason is why you guys have such great chemistry together with music?
Jermaine is like, writing songs with, if you had a cool brother and someone that's just, your true friend. That's what JD is like to me. I love him so much.
And then he dropped a crazy bomb talking to Grammy.com saying that you guys recorded We Belong Together in an hour?
It was pretty fast.
Girl. That is absolutely insane. Did you ever, being the voice, being someone that is always, like, was there ever any moment in your life where that was pressureful? Just the expectations that people had, knowing your gift?
Every moment is pressureful.
Baby, this is Keke Palmer, yeah.
Honey, I don't care what the pumpkin spice industry says. Summer ain't over just yet. And let me tell you, I had the vision of the perfect late summer getaway that would make Earth, Wind, and Fire proud. I can already see it now. And I'm dancing in a spacious Airbnb living room, surrounded by my crew, belting out, "Do you remember?" Because trust me, this is a memory in the making. With all the back-to-school chaos, sometimes you need a breather. Last year, I booked a guest favorite for a quick family escape. We had bedrooms for days, a kitchen big enough for our chopped leftover edition competitions, and the kids could do their schoolwork without feeling like they were in detention. If you're looking for that last taste of summer or a cozy fall retreat, check out Airbnb guest favorites. I mean, seriously, these are the cream of the crop, y'all. Perfect for family trips or friend getaways. You get more space, privacy, and locations that'll make your Instagram followers green with envy. Whether you're chasing the last rays of summer or embracing the pumpkin everything, Airbnb has a spot for you. After a while, it becomes so, people are like, do the thing, and it's the thing, you know what I mean? Like, How did you handle that, over your entire career, that level of expectation?
It was a pretty big level of expectation, but, you got to just go through it and be yourself and do whatever you can to calm down and get through whatever your moment is that you're having.
Yeah, yeah. So we were talking about Butterfly, but also the emancipation of Mimi is another era and moment that it just marks an evolution for you. Why do you think reinvention is so, I don't even want to say important, but it's something that you do very well?
Thank you.
Is it something that you're actively doing in terms of your career, or is it also just really a reflection of your life?
I think it's just a reflection of my life. It's interesting because I never thought I was that type of person that did those recreating things. Other artists that I've seen, definitely they do that. They're in their era of pink dresses and their, era of whatever. But pink dresses was just an example. That wasn't pointed at anybody.
You mean you're talking about I'm howling.
Purple dresses. No, but I mean, like, I didn't do it on purpose.
Right.
I mean, now I'm more conscious of it. Like, okay, let's do this time around. Let's do, a couple different covers and make it interesting. But yeah, before I always tried to keep it simple. And
just tell your truth, I suppose.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Through the music.
Well, you're here, speaking of through the music, you're here for a very exciting reason. You're here getting ready for this new project, Here For It All, that's coming out September 26th. Congratulations.
Thank you.
I mean, this is a huge treat for us that I don't even know we deserve. It's been, 7 years since your last project?
Yes.
What made you say, now let me throw them a bone?
You know what it was? I started making songs, writing songs and recording songs. And then I would have 4 new songs, which really isn't even close to enough for an album. Maybe some people think it is, but I just knew I needed to do like 10 songs at least and whatever. And then I said, this should be an album. Let's just do an album.
Yeah.
And we did.
What does Here For It All mean to you?
Here For It All is the last song on my album, Here For It All. And I decided to name the project after that song because to me, it's definitely the best song on the album. I mean, depending on what you like or whatever, but for me personally, it's the best song on the album and it's very real.
Is there a lyric or a section in that song or the album that you think epitomizes it all?
It really goes from the beginning to the end, and you just got to listen to it. And the ending is kind of like, I don't want to give away all the little things, but it's very much like, it goes into kind of like a gospel moment and different moments. It's kind of like Fly Like a Bird-esque, but with other songs in the front.
Yes. I can't wait to get into that because I'm definitely loving Type Dangerous.
Oh,
it's giving everything we need. We have the Eric B. is the President sample, which is dope. What made you want to lead with that?
I think everybody that was involved with the project was just like, let's do this. And it just felt like me. I'm a New Yorker. What can you say?
And I love the video. The video has that fun, that camp.
Yes.
That I love when you get into that. You know what I mean? Because it's such an awareness. You have such an awareness around yourself. And I'm wondering, when did that become a thing for you to lean into? When did you realize, okay, like, people have this idea of me, I'm this diva or this thing. Well, let me actually, like, lean into the Elusive Chanteuse.
Yes. Well, before they called me the Elusive Chanteuse, I was doing, what do you call it when you're just kind of like making jokes and doing whatever. I was just being myself, like the self that nobody really knows in the public. I was just like joking around, and we ended up doing the Honey video where I was speaking Spanish and, running away from the bad guys.
I feel like that video was $40 million.
That video was a lot of money. Yes.
OMG. Now, well, let's talk about some of the collaborations because you've been working a lot with my guy, Anderson .Paak. I love Anderson .Paak. I mean, what about him? I mean, how long have you known him? Was it for this project, or have you guys always been friends and just decided to, hey, let's collaborate on this?
This was for this project. I know him from now.
Yeah. Now.
Know him
this
from
moment,
now.
no timeline. What is it about him you think that made you guys collab so well this time around?
I just felt that his style of music would really blend well with mine.
Yeah. I see you guys hold hands a lot.
Well, that's how we do.
Maybe there's a little love there outside
Maybe a little
of the music.
love. Who knows?
Do you have a type?
Type Dangerous.
What does it take for a guy to get Mariah to take them seriously?
I don't know. They just have to be a cool person and, understand that I'm just a regular person that has jokes and moments and doesn't acknowledge time.
I mean, it has to be so... I mean, I'm not you, and even I, as, the perceptions that come with being an entertainer, it can make it so hard to find a way to have grounded moments. I mean, you're a cultural icon. Like, there's not a world that really I remember that I didn't know you. I remember being a kid and my sister having a VHS tape. She's also a huge fan. She's here watching. Hey, L'Oreal.
Hey.
We watched this tape of all of your performances and all of your interviews. I don't know what this tape was, but we would watch it like every single day.
It was called The First Vision.
Yes, girl.
Yay, I knew something of my own.
No, girl, wait a minute. That was a big deal. That was such a brilliant... What made you put that together? Because that was such a brilliant thing for the fans.
Oh, it really was for the fans, but I'm going to give it up to the label from back then, the first label. They wanted to do it. And
so smart.
That was their thing. And I did it.
Girl, we watched it all the time. And so when you have that kind of impact, like, how do you create a grounded world for yourself where people aren't doing that?
Yeah, I don't know. You would know just as much as I know.
I mean, after a while, it gets pretty impossible. You kind of just, especially with dating, it becomes very difficult. I'll honestly say for myself because there's a gender, there's like gender norms, and then there's double standards where it's like, no matter what, as a woman, you know, your success is always going to be an overshadowing. Even if that man is, you know, and then with men, they can be super successful and they could be dating Who Shot John and no one cares and it's never a thing. You know what I mean? Like no one's thinking of it or measuring them against them. But as a woman, when you're very successful, it's almost as if no one can measure up.
Right.
Even if they do to you, they can't to themselves. I mean, how did you have you lived through that? Because it's hard for me.
I've lived through it kind of with different people who shall remain nameless. And, you know, you just gotta like hold on tight and get through it. You know, I don't really know how I do that, but that's something that I do. I'm not really focused on other stuff like, you know, which guy am I going to be with this day or who, you know, I'm just not that person. I'm a very kind of shy person. So
Yeah. Would you get married again?
Go for 3. Why not?
When you think about your first marriage and what you thought about it then, how has your I mean, yeah, you'd be open to it, but how would it look differently now?
Well, I did love my first wedding dress. And then I wore it in the We Belong Together video. Did you know that?
No, I did not.
Yeah, it was good.
So the dress can come back.
Dress can come back for sure. Like, you know, it was my first wedding. I should just be nice about it. It was great.
But also you could be truthful. I mean, things change. My ideas around that stuff change every moment, especially after having kids. You know, I think I always knew I wanted a son or child. Could have been a boy, could have been a girl, could have been them, they. I knew I wanted a child.
Yeah.
And I think there was a moment in my life where I cared about marriage and all those things. But, you know, at the end of the day, I'm also Keke Palmer, you know, so I don't know that it looks the same for me the way that it looks for other people. And so that's changed the way that I think about it.
Right.
What is it like to be the queen of Christmas?
Well, I love Christmas so much. People are just like, oh, yeah, that's just an act that she puts on. But really, I love it so much.
Oh, my gosh, who doesn't love Christmas? People that don't love Christmas
I
are
know,
crazy.
but they don't love it like me.
I mean, how did that come to fruition? Like, what was, like, obviously you've done amazing Christmas songs, albums, but what made you say, okay, I'm going to make this my thing? Was it just the world that did it and you leaned in, or was it something you set out to do?
I think it was the world that did it and I leaned in because there'd be like moments when my songs would be playing and I'd be like, oh, okay, people like this song for Christmas. And then I just definitely leaned into it and said, you know, this is my favorite thing. I'm so happy that people are liking this. You know?
Yeah. I look forward to it. When You Believe is one of my favorite songs from The Prince of Egypt. It's a duet with you and Whitney.
Yes.
I just want to talk about that time. You know, how did the song come to you guys and how did you feel about doing it together?
Well, prior to that moment, we had not worked together at all or done anything together and we didn't even really know each other at all. But that happened and that was the greatest part of the moments.
Yeah.
And yeah, it was a beautiful song. We didn't write the song.
Yeah.
That was Clive Davis saying, hey, do this, you know. And so we did it. And we each sang the song separately. And it was a beautiful, beautiful moment.
What do you remember about, I mean, obviously you didn't record it with her, but being with her, what did you remember about you guys performing the song together or preparing for the song together?
Well, there's a few different moments that happened, like, you know, throughout the thing. Preparing for the song together, I would say, how did we actually do that? It's hard because, people were pinning us against each other.
Well, that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, for a while, people were very much so. It was the whole, pop divas and one can only be one and this and that. And so that's why I was curious of what it was like when you guys what did people not understand about your actual relationship?
We don't know. And if she were here today, she'd be like, I don't know. And neither does she.
Hilarious. It's kind of one of those things where the world takes and says what they say without even really any real knowledge.
Yeah, without knowing. But we ended up being really, friends with each other. And when she was around, I had a good time. Like, that's all I know.
Yeah. Well, I love to hear that. I mean, I love you both. And it was really awesome to see you both do that song together.
It's a good one.
So you've won 5 Grammys and you've been nominated 34 times. And I hate this concept that we hear so much where people say, oh, this is underrated. And I don't really love that term. But I'm curious with you if you feel like, the women in this industry are celebrated as much as they should be, or if the accolades and the nominations and the wins reflect their true impact.
It does seem like men get more acknowledgement and all of that than women. Maybe I'm wrong, but it just seems like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does. I mean, and really I don't really know what the answer to it is or what the reason would be. Sometimes there's randomly the rules change and therefore the awards change and the goalposts can constantly keep moving. For you in your career, what has been the thing that's let you know you're appreciated, or if that even matters?
It wasn't awards. I did feel like I got gypped out of some of those awards, but that doesn't matter. But yeah, do I think women get less? They receive less?
Yeah, like if their names are kind of written out of the history of it.
Yeah.
Through these systems.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
I believe in that.
Yeah, me too. Is there a way we change it?
Can we try?
Yeah, I mean, I mean, what board do we got to get on?
That's a good question because there definitely is a board.
There's a board.
There's got to be a board.
Yeah. I know I'm on a couple of them, but I don't know that it's working.
Whatever I'm doing is not working with that, so.
But then also the question is I was just saying, does it matter? And if it does it, I mean, it's does it matter, which maybe it does, the history and the systems and making sure that there's representation. But then also, as an artist, value has to come from somewhere else. We can't always look for it outwards.
Yeah.
So where does it come from for you?
Well, my life a little bit since we've been sitting here. I've been talking your ear off about it. But I do think a lot of it was from outward, with me, awards and all that stuff. But it's clearly not the right answer. It's not, you know what I mean? So, yeah, I think if we can have our inner selves come to the world with whatever we're reaching for, then that would be fantastic.
In those early days, what do you think you were reaching for? If there was a question you were trying to get answered?
I don't know. I need to go a little bit more to therapy to figure that out.
Yeah, trust me, I know.
But yeah, it's just it just is what it is.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I really do feel that.
Mm-hmm.
What's inspiring you lately? Or what inspired you for Here For It All? Was there, is there a moment or a thing or something?
Yeah. Here For It All is definitely my favorite new song. It's my favorite new song that I've put together. And, I don't know that it's going to be everybody's favorite, but it's my favorite.
How did motherhood shift your perspective?
Wow.
Baby, this is Keke Palmer, yeah.
Baby, I just had the wildest ride with The Prophecy Season 2 on Audible. And Kerry Washington, she's taking supernatural thriller to a whole new level. Dr. Virginia Edwards really thought she could finally breathe easy, but the universe said, not today. Just as she's setting in with her family, the power-hungry billionaire cult leader shows up threatening everything she's protected. On top of that, she's being hit with these intense visions, cryptic, otherworldly, and impossible to ignore. Now, she's racing against time with just 1 month to decode them before the world falls apart. And where do these visions lead her? Straight into the Deep South on a relentless run. Giancarlo Esposito is locked in as the villain, and he's hot on her heels and coming with full force. But good thing Virginia's got her trusted Allie Moses, played by Dule Hill, riding shotgun. He and Kerry Washington go way back to Psych, but this time their characters are trying to stop a plan that could change the world forever. The performances will grab you, and the sound design, it'll pull you so deep into Virginia's world, you'll be looking over your shoulder at every strange noise. Whether you caught the first season or you're diving in fresh, The Prophecy Season 2 serves up thrills, chills, and some serious what would I do moments. Ready to test your faith and face your fears? Listen to The Prophecy Season 2, now on Audible. Head to audible.com/prophecy2 for your free trial. Trust me, this is one prophecy you want to hear.
It's hard to say because I have different eras with my kids. Like when they were babies, that was one thing, and they were so tiny and cute. And then, a couple years later, they would come on stage with me when I was doing a Christmas show at the, what's the name of the theater? The Beacon Theater. Yeah. That's it. They would come on the stage with me, and it was really it was just so beautiful. I loved that as a moment. And then, kind of now, or there's been times in between then and now, but we are just a family, and it's a beautiful thing. Even when they want to do their own thing, even when it's like, I'm not going out with you to da-da-da-da or whatever. Yeah, they're still everything to me.
Do they sing your music? Do they have a favorite version of you? Is it Mariah? Is it Mimi?
I don't know. They don't really sing my music. I mean, I heard my daughter singing my song the other night, which was good.
Does that give you life? Like, would you love if they were into entertainment? I mean, both their parents are entertainment. Would you love that or would you not?
I wouldn't mind it. I would always want what's best for them in their heart, what they're going to love doing the most. Yeah.
Yeah, I would love it if my son wanted to be in entertainment. I mean, I don't want to be like a stage mom and push it on him, but I would live.
What does he like to do?
Well, right now he's into cars and stuff. He's just 2, but he does realize that I'm a performer. He'll tell me to pull the camera up and he'll be like, he knows that I'm fake laughing. He knows to fake laugh. And it's the cute. Honestly, I'm just going to show it to you really quick.
Okay.
Because I really think you're going to live for this. It's absolutely insane. Oh my gosh,
I have
here
to
it goes.
see this.
It's so cute, girl. Oh my gosh, here he goes.
Even a kiss on his forehead or anything like that.
And I found out that he does that because one time somebody was taking pictures of me and he jumped in the photo and he started being like, it's the craziest thing. So, I feel that we have a performer in our midst.
Well, clearly we do. Wow, he's going to do something.
Oh my gosh. Okay. What do you think, or what would you want your kids to say about you as a legend 30 years from now, when they're, speaking on your behalf, or, what would you say?
Well, hopefully they would do it. You don't know. They might be like, no, I can't come today and do this.
Hilarious.
You never know.
What do you think they would say?
I honestly don't know. They could say many things.
Yeah.
But, hopefully they'd say that I always cared for them and loved them deeply.
I know that's for sure. I mean, you've done so much. Music, obviously, incredible fashion. I'm literally going and buying those pants as soon as we leave. Is there anything that you feel like you haven't done, or that you would want to do?
I'm thinking about putting something together that's some sort of cosmetics moment. But I got to wait a little minute for that and then try and jump into it.
I'm here for a cosmetics moment.
Here for it all.
Here for it all. Yes. Okay, I have to bring up your master class, right? You did master class. And you said something very interesting. You said, I don't know if I have survived the music industry yet. I'm still trying. I mean, that's really powerful. And it kind of ties back to some of the things we've been talking about. But what did you mean when you said that?
Exactly what I said. Like, I'm still trying to survive the music. It's a tough industry to be in.
Yeah.
From such an early age. And then, you know, trying to even just having a good friend in the music industry. None of it's easy.
No.
I mean, for me, it wasn't easy.
It ain't easy for me either with entertainment. It's not.
Yeah.
I think that's why I was so excited also to talk to you because, I'm hoping, and I feel like I have been in this conversation, learning how to deal with it. I think something that you do so well is you deal with it so much grace and humor, which I know is, that's kind of my language with stuff, is I make a joke and, but there's a lot going on underneath.
Yes, yes.
And we do get that from your music, from your lyrics and the things you say. That's why I was living for breakdown, because it was helping me break down. But for you, when you're dealing with it, outside of the humor, outside of the laughter, what is your way to cope?
It's kind of interesting because for a while I didn't get involved in the industry. Like I did at first, and then a couple years went by, and I was just kind of like, not really approaching that moment. It wasn't like, oh, let's all be with our industry caps on and
right.
But now I kind of feel like, okay, I'm coming back to it. I'm seeing people, and you know what I mean? Like I stepped away for a minute.
Just avoided it. I'm not mad at that.
Maybe that's a thing we have to do.
I think so. Because I was going to say, that can also be what survival looks like. It's just taking a step back. Yeah. Exiting. Coming back, the elusive chanteuse. That sounds good to me. When you look at the difference of the industry when you came up to now, what do you think's been, yes, lost, but what's been gained? Like, do you see any positives?
I think people have an easier time breaking into the music business because of technology and the whole thing. But, what do I think that means to me? I mean, it's a totally different business than it was when I first started. And I remember, because like I told you, I was crying when I was 18 because I wanted a record deal. Like, now you don't even really need a record deal.
Speak on it.
It's true. But yeah, back then I was like, I have to have this record deal. I have to do this. Like it was stressful.
Yeah. So probably the fact that some of the gatekeeping has let up.
Yes.
But then, we also hear these comments now where it's like, there's no more superstars. Why are there no more superstars? And I was thinking on something, I'm curious what you think about it, is like, I think that a lot of times, like, when we think about the concept of what a superstar is, there were a lot of stakes that those labels had in that person being a superstar. And a lot of times it was a deal that you didn't want to be in. Like it was something, that's why they pushed it, because you're the product and they damn near owned 100% of you. And so it's like, to me now, I feel like the reason why we don't have as many superstars is also because sometimes the labels don't have as much of a stake.
They don't have as much of a budget.
Now get into that. Because where did the budget go?
The budget went to hell in a... What did they say?
They spent that budget on that Honey video. That's where the hell it went.
Well, they owed it to me at that point.
But it's so weird. It's like, it is. It's so true. It's like the budget's not there, and then also the control's not there. And I feel like all of it together has created this thing where they're trying to create a ceiling, and then there's only so much that you can do as an independent artist.
Right. And it's not as fun to make just short, little videos. Like I didn't do one when we did Dangerous. Everybody felt like we have to come to the table with that. But you know, it ends up being the artist's cost now.
Yes. It does.
That's what it does.
It does. It really does. And sometimes I do feel like it's better because, hey, at least you're investing in yourself because it doesn't come with strings. But it does mean that superstardom that we know and that we knew, it's not the same.
It's vague.
Yeah, it is. When you were talking to Power 105, you said that music today feels like fast food and it's harder to create classic songs. I mean, some of that it was maybe answered in what you just said in terms of just like creating and the landscape. But how do you think we change that?
Well, I think I was a little bit mean saying it feels like fast food, but I guess I just also meant how it gets created.
Yeah, I mean, fast food is good. It wasn't too shady. But it's not always
That's
what
true.
you want.
I didn't say it was Mr. Chow's or Nobu.
You know, we have to have genres of food. Sometimes you do want it fast. But we do also need, you know, like you said, Mr. Childs. We do need,
Yes, Nobu.
Noble. Mm-hmm. A little bit of a linear. Something be constructive.
Something.
How do we get back there? Or do we care? Or should we try to get back there?
I think everybody who's in the industry is trying to get back there in their own way, but they're using new school methods, and it doesn't really create the same type of, superstar.
What's an old school method you think we need to bring back? I mean, I think artist development, but...
Yeah, I think that should happen. But do they do that? Do they do a little bit of that, maybe?
Some smaller production companies are. I don't know that the label do. Or ever did. But like definitely smaller production companies, a lot of them, you know, they can. But when you go straight to the label and you ain't got no support,
that's it.
That's it. And then if you don't hit quick enough, then it's like, develop who? Yeah.
Right.
You're a failure. It's crazy. It is.
Develop who?
You know what I mean? Develop who? They don't care about what's going on. What's the most important lesson you've learned as a businesswoman, as not just an artist? Because I think there's also a big change that's happening right now, too, where it's like, no, you don't need a label and you damn near don't need a hit record, but you do need a brand. When did that kick in for you?
I don't know what year it was, but I was doing American Idol.
Oh my gosh, yes.
Yes.
Y'all was shady on there.
Some people were.
They gave us life.
But I just remember that was a bit of a shift. That time felt like a shift in the way people were approaching their careers.
Yeah.
Or the labels were approaching stuff.
Yeah, and did you feel like you immediately started making changes? I mean, because I feel like before then, I felt like I saw that business acumen already, you know, in your career. So what were some changes after then that you felt you went into overdrive with?
Well, it wasn't that I went into overdrive with it. It was just that, you know, we were doing this thing, which was one of those shows shifted the culture,
yes.
Really. So I didn't even really want to do the show. And then I ended up doing it.
Yeah.
People convinced me. And I got on the show and it just wasn't really me. It wasn't what I was used to. But I took a check and...
You can never go wrong with taking a check. Okay? Do you think an artist who's like you, who's writing and singing, amazing vocals, producing, just building an early career, could break through in the same way?
Like now, someone's doing that? I feel like it depends on the artist. And sometimes we see a new artist where they'll be just ready to go and people are loving them. And maybe not a new artist from yesterday, but, you know, some artists that the world loves and they haven't been around for a really long time.
Yeah. What's the biggest trap you think artists fall into? Or what would you have hoped someone said to you coming up?
You know, everything coming up was in such a tight world for me that it's hard to sometimes answer the question like a normal person would just answer it.
No, I know what you mean.
Yeah.
Because it was just a different time.
Mm-hmm. And for me, a very different time because of the enclosed kind of thing I had going on.
Do you feel like you went through artist development during that enclosed? Or was it literally just total sovereignty and just do this, do that, and you learned on the back end?
There was that, yes. But also, like, I was growing up while it was happening. I was growing within it. And, things that I already had, like my curly hair, I always wore curly hair, but that's like one thing that was mine. And, I pretty much had the same look as I had, just getting into the music industry.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't have like gowns and things.
Well, speaking of gowns and things, I want to take a stroll down memory lane.
Okay.
I play a game with all my guests, and I wanted to play this game with you called Meme Memes, where we go back and look through some of your iconic memes, and you tell me what was happening in the time that you filmed it.
Okay.
Okay.
I can't even believe this. $900. You can't even freaking go on the treadmill.
So this is during, you said MC.
Oh, E was MC squared, yeah.
Yes.
The promo that they did was like a bunch of little skits.
Yes. And you on that treadmill with those heels, girl.
I know.
How real is that? Would you really do that?
I would do that for a picture.
And who was that was your dog?
That was JJ.
That was JJ.
Yes.
He's no longer with us.
No, he's always around.
I know that's
somehow.
right.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay,
Say
next clip.
JJ. Oh, yeah.
Oh my gosh, babe, you look
There's
so
my
cute.
babies.
Look at the boobs.
When they were babies.
I mean, it's time. We're always waiting for it. What are we getting this year? How are you gonna gag us?
I'm figuring it out.
I cannot wait.
I am trying to get it, make it mesmerizing.
Oh, well, I'm sure you'll do nothing bad. We're waiting with bated breath.
Yeah.
What's the next one, guys?
So we got L, legendary.
For legendary.
G, gorgeous.
My blush.
B, beautiful. All of you beautiful people. T, tantalizing. And even Q for quality.
I mean, I love this. When you went up there, did you already know you were going to do this, or was that just what came to your mind?
No, that was just me figuring out what I was going to do.
Oh my gosh, it's so funny when you say, like, which I believe to be true, that you're shy, but then you have all of this charisma, and as soon as you get on stage, you just turn into everything and more.
Thank you.
You're welcome. It's really true. It's so amazing how your gift just shines through. Next one. Now, what was happening here?
That was the subway, and I hadn't gone on the subway in a very, very, very long time. And we were coming from an event, and that's a Versace blue dress. And, yeah.
And you had to get where you were getting, so you just said, let me sit down real quick on the subway.
Yeah.
Still fabulous. I love it. You smiling.
Yeah.
And those gloves, what a nice little touch.
I think that had to do with somehow when my hand got hurt, but you don't want to hear that story. We'll tell it in private.
That's exactly what we... It's exactly what we wanted to know. Okay, next one.
Oh, that's an Aspen.
You were in Aspen. I've never
Yes.
been there. I've always wanted to go.
I love it. Go to Aspen this year. I'll be there.
Oh my gosh, it sounds so cool. I just hear stories about it. Like, what is the vibe in Aspen?
Are
we really snowboarding? Are we skiing?
I mean, we could.
And really, it's the landscaping. That's the vibe. Like,
it's the mountains.
Mountains.
Yes.
Are we eating good?
We're eating amazingly.
Really? What's your favorite food?
In Aspen? What's my favorite
I feel like
food?
you probably have a chef. They can whip up anything.
I do have a chef in Aspen.
Period. You see what I'm saying? So whatever you're feeling.
But I cook when I'm in Aspen because it's in honor of my father. And he made linguine with white clam sauce, and it was so good. And he left me the recipe when he passed away. So,
Oh my gosh, linguine with clam sauce. I'm
it's not for everybody, but I love it.
I feel like I need a little taste.
Yes.
I didn't even realize you cooked.
Here I am cooking. This is last week or something.
Sweet.
Nice.
And this is the one you have with Kehlani and Shansia.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, love them both. And
They're
Shansia,
great.
her new little track, that Shake It to the Max. I love her. How was that doing that record with them?
It was good. I mean, we're still trying to get all together in one place at the right time. I was with Kehlani, was it last night? Yes, last night. And so we're all trying to come together and make it work, but we got him on the record.
Got him on the record. We need a little video for sure.
We're making a little video. Yes!
I can't wait. I'm getting nice. Okay, next one, guys.
Mariah, is it true you don't acknowledge the passing of time?
That is true.
What do you mean by that?
I just don't believe in it.
What? Do you mean time zones or?
No, just time.
Just time. If we were to meet up later, how would we know when? It would just happen.
On Mariah's time.
I would have somebody call you and figure it out.
That's fantastic. I love somebody call you and figure it out. That means never. Oh my gosh. I mean, we're laughing, we're joking, but there's actually something so superior and specific about no time. Like, I think actually time is, being the curvature of time, having it all in your hands. That's how we all should be living. We all should be. We're too focused on time, because really, what is 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock?
3 in the morning.
Yes. Who cares?
Sometimes I wake up at, I guess it's what people call 2 in the morning and think it's 2 in the afternoon and I'm still asleep.
It is what it is. Is that all we have? Okay. So I just have to ask, because, as a person that gets memed, I be getting memed. How do you feel about your memes? Your current ones, the ones from years ago. Do you love them? Do you laugh? Do they take you back to a time? Like, what do you feel about the virality culture as it's continued to grow?
I think it's going to continue and continue. And I don't mind the memes, like, depending on what it is. Sometimes you see one you don't love. Well, sorry. That's what it is. And then sometimes I'll see ones that I'm like, oh, that was so fun.
Oh, yeah, because they're taking those moments in time, and it's so funny when they flip the context.
Yes.
Well, thank you so much, Mariah, for coming on the show. Seriously. I mean, it's been such a blast to talk with you and hang out with you. And for you reminding me of the Vision tape. I need to find that Vision tape. It's so good.
Oh, thank you so much for having me. It's been amazing talking with you. And it's hard to find good people in the industry. So I'm glad we got to talk about that.
Oh, me too.
Thank you. Thank you for having me
Thank
here.
you. And here for it all. We are here for it all.
We're
September
here for it
26th.
all. Yes.
Period.
Bye, darling.
Let's be real. Mariah Carey's influence is beyond words. For more than 30 years, she's been the blueprint for artists, creatives, and honestly, for women, period. She gave voice to vulnerability and power. She made glamour look effortless and resilience look divine. From penning some of the most iconic songs in pop history to redefining what it means to own your narrative, Mariah has done it all with the grace of a butterfly and confidence of a pop diva. So today, we're not just celebrating her catalog. We're celebrating her, the artist, the icon, the woman, the one and only Mariah Carey. I hope you guys enjoyed this one as much as I did. See you next time, because baby, this is Keke Palmer.
Baby, this is Keke.